because it goes, I'm sailing away.
Sailing away.
No. Set an open course for the virgin seas of Alaska.
Very long time.
I've got to be free.
Yeah,
Free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board I drink captain. So climb aboard.
Climb.
We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try. Oh Lord, I'll try. Bum, to carry on. This is the worst angle in the Hawaii world, isn't it? Hi guys, welcome to Bell's Bargains. My name is Amy, and this is
Marcus. Hello.
Yep, there we go. All right, so hey, it's been a while since I've had a video up because we've been very, very busy. Let's just get you up to speed really quickly. Let's see. We went to Cabo for 4 days because we had to find the place that we're going to rent and live, which we did. Then we went to Iowa for a week. Drove there, came back. Then he went to California for a week, and then we went on a 2-week cruise, 10-day cruise to Alaska, which is what this video is about. And when you're watching this, will probably be the exact same day that we were getting in the car and driving and moving to Cabo San Lucas.
Crossing the border.
And we're driving down, so we can take Jax. Where are you? We gotta take Jax, and we're gonna take a vehicle. There he is. Say hi to everybody. Okay. But listen, all my besties, Effingham may not make it. We're not sure there's room for him.
I thought he'd be a real good
hood ornament.
Hood ornament.
You know,
kill him.
They would kill him, so we can't do that.
All
right.
Anyway,
Let's get going. So this video is to just recap our Alaska cruise for you, and then we're going to show you all the photos. So let's just first of all say it was an amazing cruise.
Amazing. Longest 9 days of my life.
Not in a bad way. No, time went so slow.
When else have you been on a
relaxed.
vacation and not thought, wow, is this thing ever going to get over?
Yeah, I mean it was just so beautiful.
Not wanting it to be over,
yeah,
just realizing
just really
it's only noon and we've done
it's like whatever. This already. So we've decided we love cruises. We've already booked our next cruise, which will be Hawaii and the French Polynesian Islands next year in July.
We got some steps in. I just want to give you that.
We did get some steps in.
Lots of 10,000 plus days, man.
Yeah, we were walking a lot. But anyway. So what you're going to see is just highlights of our trip in picture, and I think there's one video in there that's the train ride. So if I were going to give you my top favorite things of our trip, it would be the train ride in Skagway, which was phenomenal. It was a 3-hour train ride.
Yukon, across the Canadian border, come back down.
It was so incredibly beautiful, and there's a video in there.
2 tunnels, some old bridges, lots of history.
It was so cool, and just the beauty of Alaska.
And the beauty of Alaska.
And I was going to pull out an Alaska map and show everybody where we were. You could do it. Right. This is Alaska.
I got it. This is Alaska.
But you're going the wrong way. It doesn't turn. It's not opposite. This is Alaska.
But what I'm seeing there is correct, because this is the Pacific coast.
This is Alaska.
Yeah, and this is the Aleutian Islands, and so we only visited.
You do it the right way for you where you are. Like, don't worry about that. It's going to come up the right way.
Anyways, go there.
We were down here. Okay. So it was just really cool. So let's see. Really quickly, let's go over where mine was the train ride was absolutely phenomenal.
Train ride, yeah.
And the second one was probably the rickshaw in Canada.
Yeah.
And so funny story. And then the third favorite thing was we met this incredible couple who are from Iowa. Shout out to Courtney and Chris. Chris, they're coming to Cabo to visit us. We're going to go to Iowa to see them.
Yeah,
Courtney and I share a birthday. And one of our top favorite movies is Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which nobody ever likes. So anyway, it was just really, we closed the ship down quite a few nights. We're old, but we are not done partying. Yeah.
Not done.
Well, maybe
but we're seeing the finish line.
Yeah. Okay, so, and just really quickly, what were your top 3 things?
I would probably back to back on that, along with your karaoke a cappella night, because you sang the same song that you sang for our wedding. There was a
so they had a karaoke contest, and I won. Oh, actually, I think there is some video of us karaokeing in there. There is. There's also video of us karaokeing. So they had karaoke. They had a karaoke contest, and I made the finals, and then I didn't win, which is okay. It was totally fine. The guy that won was a a veteran, so was really happy that somebody had served our country was the winner, and he was very good.
Very gracious.
And I sang a cappella because they didn't have
They
the
didn't have
song I liked.
so she's like, I'm just gonna roll with it, no music, no background, and you nailed it.
Not to pat my own back, but everybody was like, "So you're obviously a professional singer." Yeah, on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah.
Oopsie.
Oh,
Sorry
your
about
phone's
that.
going
Yeah.
Okay, so top funny stories.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's got to go. We'll pause. He's got to answer all his calls because
Scam
we're
likely.
on work duty. Okay, so some top funny stories. So this is probably what I think is the funniest story from the trip. And that was that when we got off in Canada, which was our very last stop, we didn't book any excursions. We were just getting off and like seeing
Meandering.
Yeah, and then we did book a bus tour one, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
We did the train.
Kill time when we got back to Seattle and then get us to the airport anyway, right? So we booked that 4-hour bus
But then
ride
the
to
bus
Seattle.
trip in Sitka, the van tour in Sitka was really
that
good.
was a van
Anyway,
tour, yeah.
so we get off in Canada. It's our last stop. We're getting off the boat the next day. And there's all these, I don't know what they're called when they're rickshaws, but they have a bicycle in front. So there's a bicycle and then there's a seat in the back for people to sit on.
Trike.
It's a trike with seat. Anyway, but then they also had rickshaws there. So we walk up to this guy. I'm looking for the bicycle one. Walk up to this guy. I'm like, how much for, I said, we only have an hour. I had to get back for the karaoke contest. We were late pulling into the port. And so we literally had an hour.
Over an hour.
And we wanted to run downtown and see the Empress Hotel and their Parliament building, whatever. It's not called Parliament building. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we wanted to see the downtown. It's the bay, their harbor, their
Port?
marine, their port. Okay. So we say how much, and he says $80 a person. We're like, what?
What?
Like,
I said U.S. or Canadian.
Yeah.
And you gotta ask that. But
and then I said, okay, but we're not tipping
that's a premium.
Yeah,
And
we weren't doing a 2-hour ride.
Yeah,
right?
well, he was thinking he's only going to get one run in that day because the ship came in so late.
Because the ship came in late.
He was going to get 2 opportunities.
So we said, okay. And he goes, okay, well, I'll let your driver know. And I go, wait, you aren't our driver? And he goes, no, you have to tell the guy because they do it in order, right? So I said, hey, we want him to be our driver. So the guy goes, yeah, go ahead and go. So then we walk back. We think we're going to get on a bike, and he picks up a rickshaw.
It's like the backwards wheelbarrow. Like,
he's...
No electric motor.
The kid was this... He was not a big dude. And we're like, oh, my God. And you get the 2 fatties. I'm so sorry.
I think that helped for the balance.
Long story
and
short.
And the downhill.
We did end up tipping him $40. And it was a $200 quick trip down to downtown
But he knew
Victoria.
all the places, how to park the buggy, took our pictures, giving us details while he's running.
We ruined one of his blankets as well because I got pulled into the cogs. Anyway, it was just hysterical. We felt like so stupid. Here we are, these 2 fat people sitting in the back of this rickshaw. And then this skinny kid who just graduated from college and was an electrical engineer. And I was like, oh, God. But it was a shout out to Tristan, who was our not that he'll ever see this, but you never know. Our rickshaw, if you know any rickshaw people in Victoria, British Columbia, tell them to find Tristan. It was Tristan, right? It was Tristan. And tell him that there's video that we mentioned him in. Okay. And what was your funniest story, do you think?
Jeez, I think
had a couple.
Yeah, well, I think hearing some of the other people's excursion, what happens.
Yeah,
were super funny. I think not a funny story, but something that's very memorable is when the reason why we talked about this is Alaska.
Yeah,
is the guy that gave us
Sitka.
the van tour in Sitka lived there. His son was on a fishing boat pulling in. That's my son. He's taking fish down to this place.
It was all really local.
And that's my daughter-in-law and grandkid over there on the only sandy beach that they had access to.
But it's not warm water. They just polar dip.
Yeah.
No warm water ever.
For him to go through the town and tell you about things.
So, okay, so also wildlife. We saw bald eagles flying. The coolest thing, I think, in Sitka, this is again in Sitka, Alaska, is that a gentleman there took this pulp thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's basically 2 huge tanks in the ground, repurposed them to save bear cubs because in Alaska they have so many bears on these, like Sitka's an island, on these little islands, that if a mother bear gets shot, they just euthanize the cubs. And so this guy did a really brilliant idea and repurposed these tanks to save bear cubs. So that was super cool.
These tanks are ginormous. They're 100 yards in diameter.
I would absolutely suggest going there if you ever go to Sitka, Alaska. So we saw bald eagles, we saw bears, we saw whales. We did not go on whale watching because where we're moving to is where the whales go to mate. And we figure we'll go watch them there. Yeah, I think it is going to rain. And then, by the way, we're not filming inside because we're completely packed. Our house is getting rented out, and so we don't have any equipment to light up anything. So we're like, let's just go sit outside.
Story.
Yeah. So it was just amazing, you guys. We met new friends. We had fabulous food. I loved the staff was so perfect. We went on Norwegian Sun, so NCL. And whatever you hear about cruise ships, I think, are there ones that are better than others? I don't know, but I think it is what you make of it. And we just had the best time. You get to know some of your crew members.
The crew got to know us.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good thing when the bartender knows what you drink and
we're walking through the sports bar place and the one bartender goes, Amy! And I was like,
because he's normally at the other bar where they do the karaoke. Anyways,
it was just fun. It was just fun.
The staff there is good. The karaoke person that was putting it on knew our name when we were disembarking the next day.
We were part of the Perfect Couple game show, which was very R-rated, but it was hysterical.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
We didn't even get any pictures of it because we were up
hospitality
there.
was very good.
Yeah, but that was run by the cruise director. Anyway, it was all so much fun. We can't say enough. So, if you've never been on a cruise, what I suggested, yes, here's what I want you to know. You're not going to go spend 8 hours off the bus or off the boat going and seeing things. You're going to get a spattering of the places that you visit. And if that appeals to you, that's great.
Thought of another story. Got to get it in here
Yeah.
as the ticker ticks away. She forgot to pack me a belt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not the first time.
But
So
I did.
we're like, well, let's see if the gift shops happen to have a belt. It says Alaska on the back, stamped in, or totem pole looking belt or something.
No.
So 2 gift shops, I think, no belts. Went into a thrift store, secondhand store
In Skagway.
in Skagway, and
Skagway, I think? Yeah, I can't remember.
pretty sure that was the train
I know,
ride
it might
to
have been,
Skagway.
I think it was Sitka again. It was our second. First stop was Huna, second stop was
Anyways,
Sitka.
point was, all the locals were in there shopping. They had some good stuff, man. Good prices. Didn't find a belt. Went into the next secondhand store that also had new items. Found a belt, but then she found a really cool wooden
You should go get
18 to
it.
24-inch totem pole. Yeah, hold.
Yeah, we'll get it. We forgot to bring it. Okay, so I found this at the thrift store. It's so cool, you guys. It's what, maybe 2 feet tall? No,
Yeah, it's
20 inches or so.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it was $14.95. It was like $15. Do you know in the thrift stores, this is wood, right? And in the thrift stores,
Yeah,
the
it's
little
all
resin ones were
one
15
full
bucks.
piece.
And so we were like, that's our piece of art. We named it Sitka because
The
we got
base
it in
is a separate
Sitka.
piece, and the wings are a separate piece.
Yeah, but it's definitely a carving. And so we were thinking like, hey, good travel tip. If you happen to be stopping somewhere, walk into a thrift store because people always have this stuff and then they donate it or whatever. And you could get maybe a local piece of art or something like that. So anyway, this was our piece of art that we collected. It's super cool. And then, gosh, what else? There's so many stories. So I
If
put
you can do it,
together,
do it, yeah.
yeah, and I put together a bunch of pictures from our things. So I hope you enjoy those. And I think I was saying that we saw whales, but we're going to go see them. We did not do a whale tour because we're going to see them down in Cabo because, of course, that's where they go to mate. And, Glacier Bay. Glacier Bay. So the ship pulls in. You're only allowed 2 cruise ships a day, I think they said.
Yeah.
And you pull in, and then you just, basically, you spend most of the day just circling through Glacier Bay. There are some pictures of the glaciers in my photos. Funniest thing, one of the pictures is 2 drinks because we sat at a bar drinking Captain Morgan, just watching glaciers for hours. It was like, what could be better?
Yeah,
It was just like,
it goes to the end of the bay and then it just
and it
pivots. So you can see that.
It takes hours. You're in there
Yeah,
for
it's
hours.
hours.
So then there was all these kids. There were some kids that were on the boat, and they're all swimming in the pool because it was a day at sea, basically. And they're up there just dripping wet, staring at glaciers. And I'm like, oh, what? Like, yeah, how? It's like, aren't you guys freezing? And I'm thinking, you're not. I don't even know that you're aware of what you're actually seeing right now. But it was super cool. We did not do a flight and go step on a glacier. We didn't feel that we needed to, but there was a couple that did take a helicopter and a friend, and they got married on a glacier, and I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, it was just great fun, and we can't wait to get to Hawaii. But for now, this is our adventure. We're sharing it with you, and I will be filming our entire move down to Cabo, and I will be putting a video out about that, but it will probably take about 2 weeks, just FYI, because we've got to get down there, and I have to get internet and stuff, so everything's not there. And if it takes any longer, it's just because we're getting our internet set up. So these are all things that we're gonna have to work through once we get down there. So this is our last video in America about Alaska.
No, we might video at last video in America about Alaska, yes.
No, it's the last video in America because the next video will come out of Cabo.
Well, but it might be partly recorded in California.
Well, yeah, part of our
border. So
part of our
depends
journey.
on how you
yeah.
read the contract.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, guys, thanks so much. I hope you really enjoyed these pictures. It was fabulous. You know, put a comment down below if you've been to Alaska and you recognize any of these places that we have photos of. I had so much fun. I had so much fun taking
I'd like to
pictures.
see what year you went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just good. Good job, baby. Great cruise. Thanks for watching,
All right.
besties. I miss you all.
Hang in
I miss
there.
crafting, but don't worry. I'm going to come back to it as soon as we get settled in Cabo San Lucas. So
Yeah, don't give up on the channel.
we'll see.
It'll be back
Adios.
on.
We'll see you next
Adios.
time. Wait, how do we say it? I should have started the bit. We'll do that next one. We're really working on our Spanish. So, adios, amigos.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
That's
Enjoy.
fun.
Have a great day, a great week, a
That's
great
fun
life.
right there.
And as
All right.
always, from your singing crafty crafter who's not crafting right now,
Yeah.
I'm sailing away to Cabo San Lucas next.
Yep. Rolling.
Enjoy the pictures. We're on the plane. Where are we going?
You gotta press record. 2 times before it was this way.
Yeah.
We're going
Wow.
to Seattle.
Seattle. What are we going to do when we get there?
We're gonna get off the plane.
And then we're going to get on a boat.
A boat.
A boat. A boat.
Yes.
We're going to go see some ocean.
Some motion.
Stay tuned.
We're counting ships. Gonna make sure there's enough lifeboats, right? Are we counting ships?
No.
Yes, we are. Okay, we're gonna go on now. Here we go. Oh, look at that big. Huge. Woo-hoo-hoo. Arizona sun burning in your eyes. You look at me and babe, I wanna catch on fire. Buried in my soul like California gold. You found a light in me that I couldn't find. So when I'm all choked up and I can't find words, every time you say goodbye, baby, it hurts. And when the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way.
Playing in a rock and roll band, I never had no problems. Yeah, burning down a one-night stand, and everything around me. Yeah, I got to start feeling so low. Then I decided quickly, yes I did, to just go down and check out the show. Come on! And they were dancing and singing and moving.
But you're brave, yeah. Ready?
awesome.
It was.